Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another episode of Suburban Sidekicks. As we can see, Corum has a big bag of McDonald's in front of him. They've recently released a new burger that looks not appetizing to me, but you're going to let me know what it's like.
What did you call it again?
It's the Big Arch.
The Big Arch.
Limited time only at McDonald's. We figured here we'd let Corum give it a try.
I'm not a huge McDonald's fan. Let's get that out there too. But
Well,
I'm always down to try something new.
You might be after this. You're going to have to get a good view of that burger.
Oh, don't worry. We'll.
I think it's a half pound.
Oh, holy cow. It's a good thing I'm hungry.
I don't think we don't got to finish it, but we got to give it at least a good try and let the people know what the Big Arch at McDonald's is all about. Whoa, look at that bun.
Look at that bun. You ever seen buns? Folks, look at that.
That bun. Wow.
That's a nice set of scattered pickles if I ever saw it. They don't even have the patties lined up.
There should be two patties, right?
Yeah, there's two patties, not very well lined up. Kind of starting to think it's like a Big Mac.
A little bit of lettuce, pickle, onion, some special sauce.
Did you add anything to this?
I did not add anything. I was just trying to keep it warm for you. It's that on it. Lettuce.
What is that? Onions? Onion rings or something? Cheese curds? What's that?
Oh, I don't know.
I think there's fried
onion, or like fried onions or something, or like actually fried.
Well, you heard it here first, folks.
The Big Arch from McDonald's. Let's see what it's about. First impressions. I mean, the bun looks like it covers the patty.
The flavor's good. It's not like the Big Mac where it oozes into your mouth and is excessive.
Yeah.
I like the onions. I like big chunks of onions like that.
It is two patties, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just don't know what...
Like they're crispy onions.
Yeah. Crispy onions,
like
I think.
haystacks.
Yeah.
Huh. McDonald's is...
You want my rating out of 10 or you want it out of 5?
Let's do it out of 10. I mean, and remember, it's McDonald's, so...
I tried to get a bite of
the bun, and it's a different type of bun. It's limited time, so if you really enjoy it, you can only get it for so long.
I think I like this better than a Big Mac. I've never had a quarter pounder.
You never had a
quarter pounder, so I can't compare it to that.
So that's what I would usually get, is a quarter pounder. I don't like the sauce in that.
I'd honestly almost say that's like a bar burger. You know what I mean?
Really?
Seriously. I mean,
see, and it did take them a little longer to get it to me. So if they're getting them fresh, I mean, as fresh as McDonald's can get.
I'm gonna give that, compared to like a good restaurant, I'm gonna give that like a 6. But now compared to fast food.
Yeah, you got to compare to fast food. Like keep it in the realm of like McDonald's,
Burger King?
Culver's, a Burger King.
I'd give it an 8.5. I think that's probably one of the best things I've ever had at McDonald's. It didn't give you that first impression that it's gonna like make you sick later. Like when I take a bite out of a Big Mac though, I can feel that lump come down my chest.
That's a lot more bread.
That tasted like a real burger, dude.
So they might be cooking them fresher.
Yeah. I'm impressed. I will be devouring that as soon as we are done.
Yeah, we can probably...
If you're at McDonald's, we would take a sponsorship for Arch Burgers.
Arch, yeah, the Big Arch.
Actually, in all seriousness, I think you should try that. Even I know you're not like big on the fast food.
What's the dressing, a Thousand Island or whatever?
But it's light.
Yeah.
It's not like the Big Mac where it's like all over my beard all of a sudden, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's a mess. I don't know. I mean,
it tastes like a bar burger. You know what I mean? Like when you order, like you're at a decent bar and then you order food.
Decent bar.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty. Compared to like restaurant food, I'd give it a 6, which I think is pretty high for fast food.
Yeah, I would say, especially coming from McDonald's.
Yeah. I mean, compared to other fast food, like an 8.5 would probably be pretty fair.
And it's got the patties. I mean, the difference between like a Big Mac, it seems like you're saying it seems fresher.
It does. It seems fresh. It seemed like real meat, Because like the thing with the Big Mac patty is it's a small patty.
Yeah.
And those quarter pounders, my wife gets like the quarter pounders if we ever do go. And I mean, I've never had like a real bite out of one. I've had like pansy bites out of one.
Yeah.
And fresh.
Well, that's the funny thing with that was like, because how I found this was listening to somebody else, and then like the CEO of McDonald's was on like, I saw it on TMZ. He was like, here's the Big Arch. And he takes like this tiny little bite. It's like, man.
Weak.
Like you got to dig into it. you as a CEO, if you're not showing you want to eat it, what makes us want to eat it?
Yeah, right.
But this is why we're doing it on here. We'll let you guys test it out. You're getting it from a real person, somebody in the suburbs that'll go to McDonald's occasionally, and when you got kids.
Oh, yeah.
The fries. I mean, I thought about getting fries, but I was like,
We try to do the fries, the apples when we do go, but like it's so hard to make that stuff a treat because then it's just like, can't we just go get McDonald's for dinner? And I'm like, no, we can't.
That was always my treat as a kid.
Yeah, right. Same.
We go rent a movie from Blockbuster, get me some McDonald's, and then my parents would go have a fish fry somewhere.
Yes.
Those were the good old days.
My parents would do that too. Fridays or Saturdays. It was never a weekday. We ate
weekends.
Yeah, weekends only.
Yeah, they needed to widen down too after the long work week. They just.
And then Blockbuster closed, man. Oh, that was the end of an era. And then Netflix was mailing CDs or DVDs. They were mailing them for a while.
Yeah, and if I recall, the history on that is that was it Blockbuster could have bought Netflix and they said
laughed at them.
Yeah, they're like, that'll never work. And no, Blockbuster, you are a thing of the past. Except I think there's one store still open. I think out in Washington.
I've heard of that.
I've watched the documentary just because it's so.
Nostalgic.
I mean, and that was the cool place to work when I was in high school. If you got a job at Blockbuster, like, you were doing good. I mean, even Pick and Save too. They used to just have a rental video place too.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, the one over on Silvernail. As a kid, I remember that we'd rent movies from there too, and video games and Pick and Save.
I was right on the era where, like, as a kid, I went to Blockbuster, but then they had closed. Then it was Netflix, and then Netflix was mailing DVDs at the time. And then it wasn't at the time, I think it was then Redbox, because you'd get them out of the box. Yeah. And then it was Netflix
and just stream, and
they
mail you,
streaming
the DVDs.
When I was out of the house by the time Netflix, that was probably when I was in my 20s that happened. The Netflix thing. Yeah. The streaming services thing, because the streaming services in the last 10 years,
Oh, well, yeah, nobody has cable anymore, really.
Yeah, that took off.
I just stream everything now, too, and that's fine with me, except I like my local channels, but whatever. I get YouTube TV during football season. Yeah. So I can watch football, and after that, it's...
I'm still waiting on that box, man, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I haven't seen those either in a while.
According to
I'd send you links to them.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's what it is, and I don't understand why everybody sells them for a different price, and I understand their gimmick of how they're selling it to you and expressing that it's legal, but I mean, I just want to try one, you know what I mean? Like,
see if it works.
I haven't bugged my father-in-law about it in a while, so I should at some point.
I had like a jailbreak Amazon Fire Stick once, but it was, if you didn't update it, I don't know how often you needed to update it.
Right.
It was just, eventually, it seemed too much work to get to where you wanted to. It was like, whatever.
I watched the whole thing on one of the podcasts I enjoy is the guy was selling jailbroken Rokus, I think.
Okay,
Sheriff, what is his name? JD Crud? No. Grady Judd. Sheriff Grady Judd, Florida. He's a Florida sheriff.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We actually prefer you shoot him.
Yes, exactly. Yep. I know who he is.
Save us some taxpayer dollars.
Yep.
He arrested this guy and got him charges, and then for selling something that is apparently completely legal. There is no illegal streaming to it at all. Jailbroken doesn't mean that it's hacked or whatever. Yeah. So I don't know what the logistics are of that, but
I feel like with now that UFC's on Paramount, I don't need that. I have Paramount, which I didn't watch the fights last night, but I did hear I heard things about them.
I heard
especially that BMF belt. It's like I heard Nate Diaz and his comments about it. It's just like, this is the BMF is you guys stand up and fight. Yep. Not rolling around on each other. And Holloway is not a guy, so I forget what's the name. Charles. What's his name? But he just from what I read, that he just controlled the fight and it was on the ground and just tired Max Holloway out.
And nobody wants to see that. Did you see the card for the White House came out?
I did.
I heard it was terrible. I didn't look.
I'm not impressed with it.
No?
No.
They said they didn't get anybody. They didn't get John Jones or nothing.
Well, John Jones, has kind of been...
Well, he said he wouldn't come back. I think it was $35 million. He told Dana he'd come back for $35 million.
I don't know. I'll watch it. I mean, Gaethje's fighting again.
That's all right.
That'll be O'Malley's fighting again.
I watched
You
that.
have to have Americans every fight. I think the one I'd be most interested is watching Bo Nickel.
Really?
Yeah. Out of all of them. I mean, O'Malley I still like to watch, but even his last fight, I don't know, after he lost, he kind of lost that aura.
Yeah.
I mean, I still like to watch him, but he's just, I mean, especially that last one, it's like he didn't have like that excitement and that knockout power.
Right.
Like, and you know, that, what was it, that Vera that he fought, that he beat. I mean, I think the first defense of his belt after he beat Sterling.
Yep.
That was a fun one to watch, and I couldn't believe when that guy took that knee to the head. I was like, holy
Oh, I know which
cow,
one you're talking about. Dude,
how could you not be knocked out after that? I would have been out he probably would have killed me.
The iron chin and like when they joke about like people who can take a punch with a knockout punch without getting knocked out, and then knees, and I'm like, this isn't entirely.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you guys are just animals.
Yeah.
Man. I want to see. I think it was Cowboy Cerrone who he retired and
he did retire.
Yeah, on a loss, I believe.
I know when he got beat by McGregor, when McGregor just kept on jabbing him with his shoulder.
Yep.
And that was after McGregor was kind of falling off, too. McGregor, I think they just threw McGregor that, like, you need to win.
I thought that they were talking about putting McGregor on the White House card. Yeah.
I just don't think he could pass a test.
Yeah.
I think he's doing a lot more drugs than...
Yeah, he's out there, man. He's an out there kind of guy.
He seems pretty giddy all the time.
Oh, so. Yeah. Oh, and he's what's that word? Was it him? There was a UFC fight at some point in the bar I worked at downtown. They must have been at the Visor. And maybe not a UFC fight, but like an MMA fight.
Yeah, that could have been.
They at the Visor, and maybe like a lower card or something.
Oh yeah, because I've been to one at the Bradley Center.
So like a prelim or something, maybe.
It was because there's a girl that I know that used to fight, so we went to go see her, and like the main event was some guy that was actually an Ultimate Fighter, and I think might have made the final.
Right.
He was, I don't know, you might know who he was. He'd always smile, big smile all the time. This would have been a long time ago, though.
Well,
I would have been like 24, 25 when I went to go see this fight at the Bradley Center.
Oh, yeah, no, I was just a baby then, bro.
You would have been 15.
Yeah, that's just a baby, bro.
I mean, you couldn't, I don't know.
So. Yeah, I didn't. No, they tried not to do violence in the house. So like I never watched this. My dad watched that stuff, but we weren't allowed to watch it with him. But so the bar did a fight. They tried to do like a UFC fight, put a ring in it, all this nonsense, whatever. And even leading up to that, there was that fight at the Visor, and then how did it go? It was. One of the fighters came to the bar and he had his own security. So like we had to get somebody who was comfortable like saying, okay, you can have your own security bar, because we never did let. You could never come with your own bodyguards. You can't do that. Because they're not, it's an insurance thing with the bar, I believe.
Yeah, which makes sense.
So they ended up, whoever approved it, dude came in, and I just can't remember who it was. It was somebody I thought famous. And over the walkie-talkies,
would have been Anthony Pettis.
It could have been, and they were like, he's got. Does he have the cauliflower ears though?
I don't know.
They said they go. Does so and so's in the bar? Just so everybody knows, he's got his own bodyguards. They have black security shirts. That's what we heard over the walkie-talkie. We're like, all right, no problem, big deal. And then somebody shoulder checked him.
Yeah.
Spilled his drink, something along those lines.
And it didn't go well?
Yeah, dude tried to fight him.
Oh, yeah.
And it didn't even get as far as, like, the bodyguards, like, trying to help.
Yeah.
The bodyguards just kind of waited, man. And I was like, I've never seen anything like that before. So it was a poorly executed plan. So, dude, was coming to him lightly at that. And then he got thrown out of the bar, obviously. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, I don't remember what it was. The manager or something, too. The same guy had bumped the manager's drink and knocked the manager's drink over, too, the same night.
You got me. Yeah, I mean,
you just make risque decisions, you know?
Yeah, and I don't know if I'd really, after a fight, I guess, would I want to go to a local Milwaukee bar?
Yeah, I don't really know. That's why I don't think he was, like, famous.
Yeah.
I just can't remember who it was. Because I just remember everybody being like, so-and-so's inside the bar. And I'm like, dude fights. Like, what is he doing in here, you know?
Well, I remember being at the bar one time here, and when J.J. Watt walked in. Everybody was like, whoa.
That's cool.
Yeah, well, this was just after his senior year of college.
Oh, okay. So he wasn't like big yet.
No, but he was a top 10 pick.
Yeah.
Which you knew, and oh my God. It was right after they lost to TCU, and I think the Rose Bowl.
Oh.
And I remember my buddy, because he came in with his entourage.
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah, and at a local bar here in Pewaukee, since he's from here. And my one buddy I was with just goes out there and just, what's up, JJ? And it's like,
oh my God.
And he's the nicest guy.
Is he?
Yeah,
okay,
he didn't
that's
react
cool.
anything, like, just, yeah, what's up? I went up and like shook his hand and just like, hey man, just want to say thank you for everything you've done for the state of Wisconsin.
Wow.
The football team, like it's awesome what you were able to do here. And he was very receptive, very nice guy.
I'm not surprised. From my understanding, his wife is also very nice. My wife, I believe, ended up taking an order from her over the phone for their son's birthday party or whatever.
Yeah.
So, and she was like, you'll never guess who I talked to. And I'm like, no way.
Yeah, I think the whole family was raised right.
Yeah,
good
that
kids.
makes sense.
Yeah, so it was. But yeah, that was a wild night. But it was and even when he got from the NFL, I remember because my one buddy used to work at a restaurant out here, and this was probably after 5 years of him being in the NFL.
Oh, okay.
And my buddy's like, you thought he was big, then you should see him now.
I bet.
Like an NFL workout, what that'll do to somebody, which is insane.
Just get fully beefed out, man.
I mean, that's definitely now your full-time job is just working out, exercising, and playing professional sports. The workouts are insane.
Yeah.
So, but going around like that. But anyways, let's talk about the tree that fell down in your yard.
Oh my gosh!
You learned what the neighborhood help is like.
We talk about the neighborhood help, and it's kind of part of the outline of the podcast, right? So I actually got to see it in full force. Like, we all do stuff for each other, but it was actually pretty funny. So Justin and I were talking because we were waiting for someone to come pick up something, and we walk into the front yard, and I'm like, is that a whole tree laying on that power line to the left of my house? And it's between mine and the other neighbor's property, not Justin. And we start walking up to it, and sure enough, that was 18-inch round tree.
Oh yeah, it definitely needs to be split.
Yeah, it was a honker, and it rotted out at the base, and then it had fallen over on what found out later to be the cable line, so it wasn't really a big deal.
Yeah.
But
or could have the landline or something for old phones.
Everybody kind of dispersed, and then I started chopping, and then you guys came and helped and started chopping, and next thing you know, wheelbarrowing it off, and now the whole thing's cleaned up like that. Yeah. That was the fastest tree cleanup I've ever had in my life.
Well, he likes to help, and like he said, he was bored, and he knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah.
But and then when she stopped over with her dog, hey everybody, that's just.
We're all sitting in my yard just talking. Like, that was hilarious.
Well, even the first time we were out there and he stayed and talked to me, him and I just stood in your front yard while you're inside taking care of your boy. And we're just sitting there, shooting the shit, whatever.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, just hanging out in your yard.
Oh, man.
It's happened so many times. I remember the one time his wife yelled at him because he just parked in front of my driveway and he stood there talking, and then another guy that we know that's his friend that's older as well was coming up the hill, so he just parked right there, so they're blocking the intersection and we're just sitting there talking.
That's awesome.
And then his wife comes out. It's like, do you understand that you're blocking the intersection? And they're just like, yeah, we don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds like whatever, we run this town. Sure. You've been here for 50 years, so
yep.
I feel age comes with some
perks.
Yes, exactly.
Perks. I like that. I like the way you think. One of the other things was we finally picked up some other stuff. We sold everything. Oh, everything sold. Everything, all the appliances have sold, so that was cool.
Yeah,
that was
from the last haul.
That was out and done. And then Justin talks me into going to pick up some nice furniture. So that worked out pretty good too. That'll, I'm sure, won't be up long.
Hopefully not, and this was definitely a different experience with who we picked it up from. Very friendly.
From the last time.
Yeah, there wasn't older guy.
Yeah.
But was very generous.
Yep.
Like I don't know, he said he had a lot of people asking for it, and I was fortunate enough to snag it up first and just let them know, hey, we'll be there, we'll get it. And I think that's the biggest thing with a lot of that stuff is people just want it gone. Well, immediately.
That guy said it was his first marketplace post too. Like that's in itself is a weird thing to me. Like I'm surprised we ran into someone whose first marketplace post.
I mean,
we saved him a second post.
Yeah, we sure did. We sure did. And who knows? I still have him. So if I can definitely reach out to him, the guy's doing a whole remodel to his house. So he is just getting rid of everything and getting new everything, which lives in a very nice area, beautiful home.
Oh, yeah.
But, it was...
A lot of yard.
A lot of yard, and, he worked out a lot better than the last guy. And we were in and out of there, not even an hour, I don't think.
Yeah, no, definitely more like 30 minutes.
He had everything outside, broken apart, not like the last guy where we had to pull everything out. This guy had it all to the outside his garage, just waiting for us, and then he... had something in the basement. He's like, you guys want to take a look? And we're like, sure, it can't hurt to look.
And just like that, we were murdered in a basement, folks.
Yeah, we just escaped.
We just escaped. That was a good pick. I mean, you don't get all good picks all the time,
No.
It's a horse piece that way.
It's really just looking all the time. Now you have me looking nonstop. But it's also...
It's addicting, dude. Yeah. It's really addicting.
It is. It's just now... You got to get rid of stuff before you can restock the inventory.
You got to wait till I make you get something that's big, because I was looking at a couple of big things. And what it is you flip a bunch of stuff, set aside some of that for picking up the next thing.
Yeah.
But inevitably I want the next thing to be like in the 4 digits. You know what I mean? So then you find something in 4 digits and there'll be a bigger reward at the end of the rainbow that way, I mean, so you've yet to see that, but I've been looking for it and I can't find it. I have a notebook of all the cars I've ever bought and sold in my life, and I've probably bought and sold more cars than anybody will ever own anybody who's probably watching will ever own in their lifetime.
Yeah, I haven't owned a lot of cars, so...
I think I'm in the triple digits.
Yeah, I have not owned even double digits worth of cars.
Some of them were as fast as a day, because I'd buy them, fix them, and... right out post them the same night, and they were gone that night.
Well, you have that mechanical ability that I lack.
It was but I was, when you're using, like, as a teenager, when I was like 16, 17 doing that, bubblegum and duct tape, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't start getting to be, like, not riggy with it till later. And that was really when you start fixing everything the right way, that's where you can really make an extra chunk out of it, you know what I mean? So it's just how you play the game,
See, and that's why, like, before you moved in and I bought my new vehicle, like, I would have probably, I don't know, if just for the parts, because I would have had to replace the whole exhaust system, and that was like $1,000 right there. It wouldn't have been worth it.
No, definitely not.
Not for a 23-year-old car.
Yeah, I mean a lot of people feel that way. That's kind of how it goes a lot. The like what you should stick in your car. I always try to tell people, like, good tip to live by if you don't know. If you don't spend at least $1,000 on your car a year, you can expect however long you wait for it to cost you that amount. So if you wait 3 years and your car didn't cost you $1 in all that time, that means in 3 years your car is going to cost you a $3,000 repair in some way. And it's not a dead set number. That's just a roundabout estimate. But you can safely assume, let's just say, in 3 years, if you did nothing, front suspension, brakes, tires, take your pick.
Yeah, and it's not an all-at-once thing. It could just be like, oh, well, you need this here, and then 3 months later you need this here. And
right. Yeah. Here. I mean, that'll get you a starter this week, an alternator next week, I mean, that'll...
And that's when you just get to the point, like my wife's car, like, I want that to last 4 more years.
Oh, no doubt it will.
And, with what we've had to deal with the brakes and that, it's kind of like she was getting irritated. Like, come on. Like,
everybody
can
does.
Just be done?
Yep, everybody does.
And then she just wants a new car, and then she also wants a new car because she can't stand the radio. She's like, everybody's got, Bluetooth, and here I am with my 2014. I'm like, oh, you're gonna get there.
Do you have an adapter in there for her to plug in? Get her an adapter.
What do you put the adapter in?
You could do the cigarette lighter with the radio. You could do a plug-in to the aux if it's like that style. They make them all.
Okay, I'll just see if she has. I think because she's only got a CD player. Like when I had,
they make those too.
Really?
Dead serious. I've never bought one, never used one, but I saw it. I saw it.
Because my Acura, I had the cassette, so I could just plug it into my phone.
Yep. They make those Bluetooth now. So you put the cassette in and it's Bluetooth to the phone.
I'll have to, maybe her birthday's coming up. Maybe that'd be a good gift.
Well, yeah, dude, if you want to find it, I'll help you find whatever you want.
Yeah, that's next week. I almost messed up too because I didn't forget about her birthday. It's hard to forget because her birthday is the day after my brother's.
It's a good reason.
Hopefully she doesn't watch this too early.
Yeah.
Because then she'll know it. At least I'm getting her something.
Yeah, right.
But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 is coming back to the theaters.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I bought my tickets yesterday. Next Tuesday at 6:30 at the Majestic, her and I are going to see Turtles 2.
That's awesome. You got to let me know how that is.
Well, because it's a 35-year anniversary.
Right.
So
I watched it on VHS.
Yeah, I had them on VHS.
Yeah, I watched it on
She's
VHS.
never seen the first one. She's like, so we're going to have to watch the first one before we go see the second one. I was like, they should have stopped after the second one.
Right.
Because I showed her the trailer yesterday. I was like, it's with Vanilla Ice, babe. Everybody's in it. It's such a good movie.
That's true.
I was, 5 when it came out?
Yep.
But to go see it in a theater, I'm really excited.
I bet.
And I think I'm going to go all out. Like, I'm going to get food.
Oh, yeah, do
it's
the
only
whole
like
thing.
An hour and a half long.
Oh, yeah. It's an experience now to go to the movie
And that's
theater.
a late night for me.
Yeah.
A Tuesday at 6:30.
Oh, my folks.
I'm not going to get home until 8.
8?
Yeah.
Oh, he might eat dinner at 4. We got to be careful here.
Yeah, well, I'll get dinner at the theater.
You'll be getting senior discount in no time, man.
I can't wait for that.
Senior discount Thursday.
Tickets were only $12 a piece. So,
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's pretty smart.
I think we were the first 2 people that picked seats.
Most times nowadays, it's like $20 a ticket, and then food. I mean, food's just expensive. A soda these days is like $10. So.
Yeah, I'm kind of to the point now with the theater because I hope they never go away.
Me either, dude.
Because it's still got that nostalgia factor.
Yep.
Which I like. So we don't go to movies very often, let alone most of it you can stream.
Yeah.
And then
it's not the same though.
It's not, but very rarely are there movies there that I want to see.
Yeah. Same.
So it's like when we do go, whatever, I'm just gonna go out.
Yep.
Just so we're gonna eat junk, we're gonna go. Let's just enjoy
the
the
expensive
time.
candy.
Yeah. But I do really appreciate the newer seats though.
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah.
So you can just
It's crazy that kids will never experience that. Those old red
like
seats.
This, yeah.
Yeah, and you're holding the guy next to you.
Or waiting in line like to get a decent seat.
Yep.
Like I remember waiting in line for Star Wars.
Yep.
Episode 3, I remember. I think me and my buddy waited like 2.5 hours in line.
Yeesh.
And then once we got our seats, like he just went and got it. Was me, him, and some girl, and like even when we got in there, it's like, all right, everybody's just
packed together.
Stuck, but you're like, it's Episode 3 Star Wars. This is crazy.
I remember how long those lines were because they put them on the news.
Yeah,
how big the lines were.
It's the same thing with like video games. I remember waiting outside for video game systems to come out. I mean, I was happy when you could put things on hold. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, games. I'd always put Madden on hold, but PlayStation 2, I waited in line. My dad waited in line for it, and then we got lucky one day. I just called him out of the blue on a random night during the week. I was just like, hey, any PlayStation 2s at Best Buy? And they're like, yeah, we do have some. I was like, really? And they're like, yeah, when you come in, just grab somebody in the video game section and be like, hey, I'm looking for a PlayStation 2. And then they took you in the back.
Oh.
And they had a whole setup.
That's awesome.
Of all the games, controllers, and whatever. And then they gave you a system, and you paid for the system in the back. And then they put it in a black garbage bag, and you'd walk out the front of the store with a black garbage bag with your PlayStation 2. Because my dad, there was one time he waited in line and he was like 3 people short because they would only get like 15, 20 at a time.
Yep.
And he said a fight broke out.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, Jesus. And even when I did wait in line, because like during Christmas break, because I got it, I think like, I'll never forget it, dude. I got it like 5 or 6 days before Christmas. So I was a fortunate kid that got one before Christmas.
And just played?
So on my winter break, my dad would just drop me off, and then he would pick me up at some time, like around 10 o'clock, but he'd drop me off on his way to work, so I'd be sitting out there since like 6 or 7 in the morning as a 13 or 14-year-old kid, and they felt bad for me where the security, they'd get there and they'd let me just sit in like the vestibule because it was so cold out, and then even when I got out there's the one time where then I got pushed back behind like 6 or 7 people because they're like, well, we've been waiting here, but actually 2 of the people that were parents were like, if there's not enough, like, I'm giving you it. Yeah. Like, my kid's not here waiting. You're actually here waiting as a kid. I was like, so But I didn't get it that time. But I just got lucky, and I remember playing it on Christmas Day, and all of our family was over, and people thought I was playing a real football game. Or it was a real like, who's playing football on Christmas Day? I'm like, it's not. This is Madden on PlayStation 2.
Yeah. That's crazy, bro. Speaking of Best Buy, you know what you reminded me of? There was like two guys I used to be friends with, and I remember at a couple of the times that they said, because one of them worked at, no, they both did. They both worked at Best Buy, I think, together. And how much theft would go on at Best Buy from the employees.
Doesn't surprise me.
Oh, yeah. No, like they'd take GPSs and video game systems and whatever, and they'd literally just put them in the back and go get them after work around the back of the building and stuff. And I'm like, at Best Buy? How?
Yeah. Dude, the place is a joke now.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I mean, come on, do what? They want $20 for a charging cable.
I know. Well, and that's like when I was in there to get that cable for. I mean, we bought our TV and our surround sound from there, which that stuff, just do that stuff.
Yeah.
But I guess they have computers.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But I mean, it was just a mess. Nobody knows. I mean, I can look up if the stuff is here. When I go and ask somebody, like, oh, let me look up my phone, I'm like,
I could have Googled it.
Yeah, I could have done that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I figured you could direct me in the right direction and I could do it. But yeah, it's just...
No, yeah, that's a mess of a store, to say the least. I don't go in there, but once in a blue moon these days. I mean, maybe once a year at best.
Yeah. When's the last time you bought a TV?
They've all come off of Facebook at this point.
Oh, really?
I don't even... Yeah, because, I mean, dude, you just get such a deal. At this point, like, there's no reason to buy a TV. I mean, the last TV I just bought, it was a $350 TV that I bought for $140.
Yeah. Well, see, my wife...
In the box. It was new in the box.
Yeah.
So...
My wife's never had, like, the really nice... I always top-of-the-line TV.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Yeah, agreed.
And the one I had before that was... I had it for 12 years, and I paid, I think, $1,800 for it.
Right.
Well, it was 12 years ago. It was really kick-ass TV, but it was starting to show its age, and I was like, all right, let's go look. And then when we started looking, and I mean, TVs aren't as expensive as they used to be.
No, not even close.
No.
Dude. Jeez, you get a 75 inches I saw for, what did I see, $1,200?
Yeah.
I'm like, 75 inches? Like, that's crazy.
Well, now that we got the surround sound too, she's like, whoa, this is crazy. I was like, yeah, isn't that awesome? You can just hear, like, the toot-toot. And, like, the guy, of course, from there, he played... what's that Avengers movie, Endgame?
Yeah.
And like when they're all coming in and she's like, holy cow. I was like, yeah, let's go home and watch that and listen to it.
You could feel it. You feel like you're there.
Yeah, it's nice. She loves it. She's like, because at first she's like, this is a lot of money. I was like, well, whatever, we can pay, we're going to put most of it down. Like, I think the total was like $2,500. I was like, all right, we're going to put $2,000 down.
TVs, man.
Yeah. And for that was the surround and the TV.
Yep.
It's like, whatever. I'm like, okay, they're going to give us a year to pay $500 back, no interest. Like, take our time.
Yeah, speaking of paying it back, no interest, was the Home Depot trip for the bathroom stuff. I went to Menards because their 11% off will be over today sometime, Sunday. And then I wanted to hit the Home Depot to get the big goods, and bring those in the house. And I still got like a week and a half before I start.
Big goods is at the tub and the toilet.
Tub, toilet, and then, I mean, just miscellaneous things I saw while I was there that I need. Because I need the tiles, the levelers, the mortar. I picked up another bag of mortar for the floor, or for the floor and for the shower wall. And I picked up a tile saw for my buddy.
You're borrowing one, right?
Yeah. My buddy's got a tile saw, and I had no idea what to expect. It's probably, it's as tall as me.
On a stand.
Yeah. Well, but it's like a whole long thing. Like I'm assuming there's water that goes in it.
Water, yeah.
I'm assuming. So it's just I'm assuming you're gonna see me cutting tile outside in front or in back.
Yeah, because it's messy. I think we did mine in the winter time, so we were down here because obviously water's gonna freeze.
Yep.
But definitely with the mortar and grout and all that, don't be like me. Like because they told me I bought way excess.
Yeah.
And I'm going off of what they're telling me.
Yeah, they should know.
Yeah, well,
they didn't.
No, so don't sit on it. Return it right away when you don't.
Oh yeah.
Because I sat on it and was like, well, I can't return it now. So I ended up just throwing it all out.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I tried to figure out, like, because I can do the square footage, and the bags tell you square footage, like how much you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
And then just assume excess for waste and whatever.
Yeah.
Like I've got a bunch of the buckets were on sale at Menards. They were $2 a piece for a 3.5 gallon bucket. And so that I'll do the mortar in a 3.5.
5 gallon.
3.5.
Okay.
3.5. I kid you, it's like a.
I think I still got a stirrer here too.
Do you?
You can hook up to your drill.
Nice.
Yeah,
that would be great.
Yeah.
That's
I don't think I threw that out.
The smaller buckets. That was a suggestion from many people. Was do smaller buckets of mortar because if you do too much, say you did a 5 gallon bucket, it'll be dry by the time you get to the bottom of the bucket. You don't want that.
Yeah, I guess with the little space you're doing, like we were doing my kitchen.
Yeah.
So we were there was 3 of us.
Right.
I was cutting. My dad was doing the laying, and then my brother, I think, was doing the mortar.
Yeah.
And when they would just, follow behind, yeah. I mean, there wasn't a lot of the cutting, because I had never done it before. My dad laid all the tile in their house.
Right.
So it was nice to have his help, and then my brother kind of learned. My brother's a lot more handier than I am, so.
Don't sell yourself short. You're handy.
Yeah. Well, see, and you just have, and you're doing a tile shower too, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be the hard part. But I told my buddy does home improvements. I mean, he does like $40,000-$50,000 kitchens.
Okay.
So and he does. That's not even his main job.
Yeah.
He just does that on the side. And so I was like, hey, what do you think about? Because it's 2-inch by 8-inch tile, and it's in a herringbone fashion, which is like arrows pointing up, and then there's just another set of arrows pointing up. He's like, I think that'll actually be a lot easier. He goes, I did tile that was 24 by 24. And I was like,
yeah, those are big
nuts?
boys. Those are heavy.
I was like, to hell with that, bro.
Heavy, man.
My dad did 12 by 24, and I was like, you're crazy.
Yeah, no. The only thing, too, with the tile shower, so my buddy, when he bought his first house, he redid his bathroom and did a tile shower, and it was him and 3 other guys living there. It's the cleaning.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of where my wife's like, I don't know if I want tile because that grout needs to be cleaned.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it just builds and it looks
nasty.
gross.
It gets nasty. And I don't want that. But I'm thinking I'll just put an attachment on the drill and just clean it.
With this day and age, I'm sure they got way better ways to clean that kind of stuff.
Because I'm not scrubbing tile, dude. It's not happening.
No, you don't want to do that. Because especially once your kids get older and have those like 45-minute showers.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Oh gosh. The vent, cutting a hole in the ceiling for the vent and stuff. Like I'm just not looking forward to those. So I want to just get started already. It's killing me inside that I'm not doing it.
Why are you waiting?
I just wanted to do it on like a specific weekend. I wanted to start on a specific weekend and end on a specific weekend, so that for the kids' baths and showers, it won't interrupt in between. Because I'm thinking the shower's not going to be ready for, I'm going to guess 5 days. That's my assumption. I'm going to take.
Are you taking work off?
For the first 2 days of demo, yes.
Okay.
For all the finishing, I just intend to do the finishing when I get home from work.
Dang, you're going to be a busy man.
Yeah, I'll be tired.
Yeah.
More than likely. But, I just figure I'll work until it's bedtime, and then, I'll just do that Monday through Friday, and I should be majoritively done by Friday, Once the vanity's in and the toilet's in and all that stuff, that's easy. That's trivial stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Did you get your handles that you wanted?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for measuring that for me. I appreciate
not
that.
a problem.
Yeah, you were measuring, and I'm like,
what?
you were like, what are you trying to measure? And I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I thought you were talking about handles for the sink.
You know what I picked up, speaking of handles for the sink? This morning I picked up a kitchen faucet. Because mine's busted. Yeah. And we're not doing anything with the kitchen for quite some time. And I'm not buying a $700 kitchen faucet for a crappy ceramic sink that I hate, despise with my whole heart. Or cast iron sink, whatever it is. Yeah. And
that's what they were, man.
I got basically the same setup where it's like the pull down, like farmhouse style, sort of. Yeah. And I get it out of the box or whatever, and they had put it in the new box for the one that they had just bought, and the handle's like all cattywampus, loosey-goosey. I'm like, man. Yeah. But like, the thing works like it should, and it turns the water on and off, and nothing leaks or whatever, so I'm like, it's whatever.
Yeah, you gotta, just from previous experience, you gotta, because people return stuff, and they don't return everything. Mm-hmm. And they sometimes just need one part, and then they return it. Yep. And then that's so irritating for somebody like us.
You're in the middle of it.
Yeah, it's like, well, it wasn't in here. Well, it wasn't in there. No, because we've had that. It's like we're missing a whole part here. And I'm like, oh, really? Yeah. And they just take it because I'm sure it just goes right back to the,
They don't care.
You would think, I don't know, they would check better, but that's even if it doesn't work right, it's like, man, I don't want to dick around with that because we replaced our faucet in our kitchen too, same thing where you can pull it out and spray and
and that's what I wanted.
Replaced it, because it's easier for her. And I'm big, so I don't
like
getting underneath all that.
Oh my god, having to reach my arms up like that is just my shoulders are falling asleep. My back hurts from sitting down on the thing like that. Ugh, it's gross, man.
Oh no, being under the sink too, like you just don't know what's under there.
Yeah, nothing good. There's nothing good.
No, and that's especially when it's so old in our homes until we gut it, and then
then
now we can maintain it.
Yep.
Unlike we're trying to maintain something that's been here for 60, 70 years, you know.
Do you think this week we're gonna get time for you to practice with a trailer?
Yeah, we could find some time probably. I don't know what. We can figure that out.
Yeah, I'll video it for the people at home. Justin bought himself a big boy truck, ladies and gentlemen, and as most men do, they buy the tool, but they aren't necessarily proficient in using it yet. But I bought him a hitch. He bought himself a pin. I showed him how to hook up a little baby trailer. I could make it really difficult. We could borrow somebody's jet ski trailer. That would be extra
I don't want
hard.
to do that.
No, that's terrible. I can't back up a jet ski trailer. I don't know how the ramp. I'm thinking all these people at the boat ramp trying.
Well, I'm glad I'm glad you agreed with me when we went and picked up that stuff yesterday. That you're like, yeah, I'm glad that you didn't take the trailer.
Oh, dude. Well, when you got a driveway like that was like 3 miles of a driveway. That was insane, and it was twisty.
Yeah,
that would have been crazy.
We'll practice in a parking lot, so then. Yeah.
He said he didn't want anybody watching him. That's what he said.
Well, now everybody's going to see me do it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Maybe I'll live stream it. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But Justin, to the left. No, to the left. Your other
I was trying to think, too. I was like, what part? I'm like, we can just go down to the park and use that parking lot and play with it.
That's exactly what we'll do. And then we'll see if we can just get you to back it into a spot or whatever. And, I mean, like, it's...
I'll just, even once I go, after I practice with you once, maybe just... random days, be like, hey, I'm gonna go practice with the trailer.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bust a couple headlight or a couple lights on it.
Yeah, that's everybody does. Everybody does. And this one, same thing. I put steel brackets on it so that you shouldn't be able to smash it, but somebody will find a way.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I mean, I can't. Like I watch what my nephew drives since he does wood floors. And he's got a big trailer, and then he pulls it with the van.
Yeah, those are easy.
Are they?
Nice. The bigger the trailer, the easier it is.
Really?
Full semi-tractor trailer, easy. Because think about it, when you're backing it up, what you're doing is being shown to you like actively.
Yeah.
When it comes to smaller trailers, every decision you're making isn't play by play. It's you're making a decision. Oh, now I see the trailer. Make another decision. Yeah. Oh, now I see the trailer. Like that's the worst. Yeah, but with
this newer vehicles, you got so many cameras.
Yeah,
I mean, see, and you said you don't use the cameras. Nope. You're old school.
I don't rely on
because you learned on.
Yeah.
Without cameras.
I intentionally back my truck up when I park it in my driveway. I back it up to this far from the garage door without using the camera because there are plenty of days it's snowing outside. You can't.
Yeah,
when we had come back from, I'll give you the ending part of a story. I'll do a story time on this one. It'll be a longer story, but I ended up doing something I didn't realize I was doing with my truck and trailer.
Yeah.
And it was probably not in the bounds of the law, but. We're coming back, and my truck at the time was an extended cab short box Chevy, and it's lifted and all that, whatever. And I fell asleep at the wheel, and I had my 21-foot car trailer on the back.
Yeah.
And I fell asleep at the wheel on the highway, and I had the cruise control on. When you're sleepy, you don't put the cruise control on.
No, that's a terrible idea.
I don't know what I was thinking. And it wasn't wet, but it had sprinkled, so it was like rainy.
Yeah.
I had the windows open. It was cold outside. And I fell asleep anyway.
Thinking that would keep you awake?
Yeah, and I fell asleep. Music's blasting. My passenger, he had fallen asleep already at this point, and now I'm like watching him sleep.
Worst,
yeah, that screwed me over real bad. I get into the, not the emergency lane. There was no emergency lane. It was gravel. This is on the freeway. And the truck kicked down a gear because the truck was slowing down. So then it started, I had that truck all decked out. I had a higher gear ratio in there. I had a posi rear end. So it started smoking the tires.
You have a bunch of lights too?
Oh, of course I did. Of course. Truck guys and lights, bro. We call them chicken lights.
Yeah.
So I'm driving. The truck kicks down a gear and it wakes me up because I have a loud exhaust on the truck. It's a straight pipe.
Yeah.
And so it goes, whoa! And the tires start doing a rolling burnout. because it's in the gravel on one tire, it's on the wet pavement on the other. So it lost traction, kicked the tires out, starts burning out, and I kick it over to try and get back onto the thing. I had never slept on the brake. I don't know what I was thinking at this point, but the brakes usually, like, when in doubt, throttle it out is always my motto. Get back onto the freeway, and had just too aggressively gotten back onto the freeway, so the whole truck goes into a spin. It's nighttime. There's nobody else on the freeway. Goes into a whole spin. I thought the trailer smacked the truck. I thought when it came back around the other way, it was a full 360. It might have been a 720. I don't know how many turns I did, but I end up pulling over. I get off on the off ramp, and I just pull over, and my buddy freaking out because he had woke up in the middle of us spinning, and I'm cussing and swearing. I'm all pissed off because I think the trailer hit the truck hit the trailer, whatever, and its trailer's still attached to the truck. It was empty. There was nothing on it yet at this point, but a guy in a Red Bull car pulls over. And
those little ones?
Yeah, with the Red Bull on the back. And he goes, "Hey, man, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, did you see that?" And he goes, "I saw your taillights, your headlights, and your taillights again."
Oh, geez.
And I'm like, "So you saw me spin?" He goes, "I saw you spinning." He's like, "That's insane." He goes, "Do you need a Red Bull?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll take one, man."
A few.
Yeah, he goes, "Here's 2." And he goes,
just be safe.
Yeah, so I ended up drinking those on the way home, but I literally drove home with my head out the window for the rest of the time. But truck never smacked the trailer never smacked the truck.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it. Not a scratch, not a dent.
I was riding with my brother one time. We were heading up north, and he was pulling 2 4-wheelers.
Yeah.
And my nephew didn't hook it right?
Oh, yeah.
And it came off while he was on the freeway going like 70.
Yep.
All of a sudden, because I don't think he really felt it, but all of a sudden he looks, he sees the sparks, he's like, holy fuck, and going, we pull over and he hooks it up, and my nephew felt so bad. And being a dad, it's like, hey, this is why we hook the chains on.
Yeah, safety chains are there for a reason.
He's like, but just make sure that you do this right. He's like, I'm not mad at you. You're all right. No. It's just a good thing we had the safety chains on. He's like, make sure you double check this stuff before we leave.
I had a friend, and it was good that it wasn't a father-son situation because it wasn't that nice.
No,
I wasn't that kind about it after the fact. A buddy of mine, I was leaving his shop, and I think I was going to pick something up or going to drop my car trailer off, whatever I was doing. Same truck, same trailer.
Yeah.
He hooked me all up. I'm sitting in the driver's seat. I had hooked up the safety chain. No, I didn't hook anything up. I didn't even plug the lights in, nothing. He did it all. I jumped in the truck. He hooked everything up or whatever.
Trusted him.
So I thought.
Yeah, never again.
So I pull out. I'm on the phone with somebody who's asking me to do something else. I'm driving down Maple Avenue.
Okay.
There's a house on the right-hand side. If you're headed...
Out in Sussex.
Yes, out in Sussex.
Yeah,
if you're headed towards Maple Avenue School, elementary school, headed towards the school from Lisbon, on the right-hand side, there's a house. There's 2 hitching posts, old horse hitching posts that are like modeled there or whatever. They were built there, whatever it was, or they moved them there. And I'm driving down Maple, and I'll fast forward. I get to where I was going. I'm on the phone. The trailer had the ramps up. Or I'm sorry, at this time I hadn't built it so that the ramps were up. The ramps laid down on it. Okay. So from driving the truck, you couldn't see the trailer on behind you. I had fender flares and shit. You couldn't see the trailer behind you at all. Mm-hmm. I got to where I was going. I got out of the truck, and the trailer was gone.
Oh, no.
Completely gone. 21-foot car trailer. Tandem axle, 7,000-pound axle, or 3,000-pound axle, 3,500-pound axles on it. Just gone. And I'm like, I gotta go. My trailer's gone. And I hang up the phone. I start speeding back the way I came.
Yeah.
The house on the right, after I had made my turn from Lisbon back onto Maple to head towards Sussex, the trailer had come off so perfectly and quietly. And the chains weren't hooked up. I found out. The chains weren't hooked up. The lights weren't hooked up. The latch wasn't down. The pin wasn't in. Nothing. So I immediately call the buddy who I just left this place. I'm like, what did you do? And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, did you not hook it? He goes, no, I didn't hook anything up. I said, you watched me pull away. You watched me pull onto the road. Like, what's wrong with you? Why would you do that? Well, I thought you hooked it up. I was like, you were standing right there. You saw me get in the truck and leave and pull out of the driveway, knowing nothing was hooked up. What'd you think was going to happen? What's the trailer do? Jumps off the truck, off the side of the ditch, hits the hitching post, and then smacks into an AT&T box.
Oh, nice.
And it's buried in the ditches are both like 4 or 5 foot ditches. So I'm like, get over here and help me pull the trailer out. Like, 'cause now I'm like, how the hell are we gonna get the trailer out? So we ended up hooking the trailer to both trucks and like with straps and like dragging it up and out. But you got to go knock on the people's door. You destroyed their fence and their hitching post.
Yeah.
At the time, I didn't know it was a hitching post. We knocked and knocked and knocked and knocked. And nobody answered. We're like, yo, okay, I guess we're just gonna leave. Like, and I wasn't bright enough to be like, let's leave a note. But I'm like, it is what it is, you know. And this isn't, cameras weren't hot back then.
Yeah.
House cameras. So I'm like, all right, well, it is what it is. Someone comes out, and these are real hippy dippy people, and they're like, hey, what's up? And you're like, I hit your stuff. You know, I destroyed your yard a little bit. You know, the grass is mucked up. I'll come back. I'll fix it. I'm sorry, whatever. And, oh, it's not a big deal, whatever. And then they see the hitching post. Their tune changed so fast.
Oh, I bet.
Because that's not replaceable and blah, blah, blah. And I didn't destroy it a million pieces. I broke it into 3 pieces.
Okay.
But it was a historic hitching post for Sussex for whatever reason. And they were like, what are we going to do? You know, we got to call out. I'm like, here's my number. Like, call me. I'm sorry. I didn't know, whatever. AT&T didn't give 2 shits about the box.
No.
They're like, we're going to log this as a farm accident.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. So they're like, so we'll repair that with no issues. There'll be nothing on your part to do. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then I just never got a phone call back about that. The fence, the hitching post.
Really?
I drive by there all the time. And when I drive by there, both hitching posts are up. So they got it fixed. I'm like, well.
Yeah, all these exciting stories about pulling trailers really makes me want to learn.
Yeah, it's a good time, man. I'm telling you. I just want to be able to do everything that requires something, like, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
any of his licensing where it's a skill or a task of some kind, like, there's nothing better than being like, does anybody here know how to blah, blah, blah? And you're like, I do.
Yeah.
I don't need to be the doctor on the plane, but I don't mind being the guy who can pull a trailer out of the boat. You know what I mean? So we're going to teach you, though. We're going to teach you. There's a lot of things to learn. There's a lot of laws to follow, and the laws change all the time. You got to keep up with that stuff. And I'll show you everything you need to know. Anything over 3,500 pounds is supposed to have a license plate. That's a thing.
Okay.
Trailers in Wisconsin do not need a title if they're under 3,500 pounds pulling.
I mean, I don't intend on ever pulling. I mean, the reason of learning is so I can go pick up something if need be.
And so I can ask you to pull my car trailer when my truck's broken.
Or when that happens, but I don't foresee that happening.
Gotta be prepared.
Your truck's in good shape.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not that it's in bad shape, but it'd just be like, I can't.
Because how many miles do you have on your truck?
200,000.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, you wouldn't know, would you?
No.
I know. I like that.
It looks nice.
Yeah.
From the outside, especially.
I take care of it. Yeah.
I mean, you can
the
tell
guys
you have
before me
kids.
took care of it. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I know. The trash.
How long have you had that?
3 years now. I'm
that's
just over. Yeah, I'm over 3-year mark. Yeah, I got rid of my lifted truck. I think you did. I think I had that for like. No, I didn't.
No,
I didn't have that by the time I moved in. You'd have hated that, man.
Yeah, I would have made fun of you.
Yeah, that was, dude. I needed a ladder. We used to throw a rope ladder out, and I'd climb down out of the rope ladder.
Yeah, I'd really make fun of you a lot.
Dude, what did I say? I lifted my truck and tinted my windows so you can't see your girlfriend getting out of my back seat. Something like that.
Creative.
Yeah, very. I lived by that motto.
Jeez.
And then what was it? Something about fat chicks can't jump or something.
Oh, God.
We were so goofy back then. We were so funny about this stuff.
You would never get a truck like that again, would you?
I would love to, yeah. I mean, whatever. If I end up with something like yours again, it's going to get a small lift on it, some tires and stuff. I'm not going to go stupid like I did before because putting stuff in the bed sucks, dude.
Yeah.
I had a 6-inch lift on 35s.
I like my step into the bed.
Yeah, see, I call those rock sliders because that's all they're good for.
What do you mean?
The step into your bed. I thought you meant the steps on the side of the truck.
No,
the steps on the side of the truck, I call them rock sliders. I don't like steps on the side of the truck. I like it. I think that it looks taller without the steps on the side.
Well, mine go in and out on their own.
You're displaying your richness to the
I
audience.
worked hard to save for that.
I didn't say you don't deserve it. I'm just saying they don't know you deserve it. You know what I mean?
I deserve it. I saved for that truck for 4 years. And it's not, I mean, I had a good hefty down payment.
Yeah, those steps are expensive. That's an expensive option, and they're expensive to fix.
It had everything I wanted, though. When I looked at that, it was immediately. Like, I've been looking at that truck for 7 or 8 years. Even before I was saving money for it, I was looking at that truck for like 7 or 8 years. And then as I got closer, I was looking more. And I didn't think Like originally I was looking to get at one that was like 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to get one that was pretty much brand new.
But they offered you a good deal and you couldn't say
Yeah, and like the reason the guy, I mean, there was 3,000 miles on it, and the guy that brought it back has said, he's like, it can't pull what I need, so he had to get something that could,
bigger,
like a 2,500, not 15.
Yep.
So, and everything was,
bells and whistles.
Yeah, I mean, I got in and I was like, this is it. And I'm like, I just told them, like, I got to go make sure it fits in my garage. And they're like, drive it home.
Yep.
And at first, my wife was like, it's not going to fit. I'm like, I get out. I was like, what are you talking about? I got like this much room.
I got room to get out. Yeah, I'm a thin guy.
I can go a little further. So it's, you know, I have the tennis ball and we got a pad right on the wall.
Yep.
So, because that's, once you close that garage door, there's probably like 3 inches.
I should have you pull your truck in my garage one time. I just want to see how much space you have, because I have a lot of space.
Oh, that truck could easily fit in your garage, because your garage is even way deeper. Because I have, your garage is probably as deep as mine is where that cubby is.
Yeah.
So
I gotta look back at that cubby, because I feel like your cubby is I felt like I thought it was this gigantic cubby that you have.
It just fits the lawnmower.
Yeah,
and that's
I gotta look back there once.
Because my lawnmower is what, a 40? Is it a 48 inch?
No, you're probably bigger. It's probably bigger.
No, I think my deck is a 48 inch. No, it's not 52. Because Jay let me use his 52 inch. Zero turn.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't fit. The 48 inch is just enough.
Just fits between the walls.
That bathroom that they added on, that's why
okay.
it's pushed out where my wife parks.
I see.
Yeah, so
that makes sense.
I think your garage is like just as deep as mine would have been. If
you could see the reason that we got into trucks and like what we were using them for, and like it wasn't just to drive around, you know what I mean? Like I'll have to find you the pictures.
I feel like it's who you grew up with too. Like when I grew up, like the kids I hung out with, it was like the cool like 2-door cars, the CRXs, or whatever, the fast. Yeah. And I never had anything. I mean, my coolest car was I had a 98 Alero.
Oh, jeez.
In high school, where I thought it would look cool. It had like, I thought it was comparable to like the Grand Am.
Oh yeah.
The sunroof, the leather seats, still heated seats. It had all the bells and whistles that I needed.
I loved my Grand Am. That shit was great.
And I've always luxury cars. That's why. When I bought my Acura, I was like, I thought I will always buy an Acura. I like luxury cars. Yep. And then, of course, buying a house, it's like you get to a point where you're sick of asking people to pick shit up for you.
Yep.
It's like it's like you need a truck.
Yep.
When you have a house.
Or you need a big SUV with a trailer.
Exactly. Or minivan.
Something.
I know there's a guy I work with where I was like, what, do you need help or something? He's like, nah, dude, I got the minivan.
Yep.
We can fit anything in there.
Yep. Dude, you fit full sheets of drywall. Yeah.
Yeah, and they can handle weight.
Yep.
Minivans are nice. I think there's a lot
They're totally underrated.
Yes.
Totally
minivans are way underrated.
They cram a whole front wheel drive engine into a minivan, and that's a good deal.
Minivans are sweet.
I tried to do the car thing. I tried really hard at 16, 17, 18. I got a 2003 Subaru WRX. There's actually a video on me on YouTube street racing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you ever heard about Towers over by 91st and Good Hope. It's Tower Road.
No, we always would go on Highway 100.
So when people would get kicked off I-100, everybody would go to Towers.
You guys were the underground, Fast and Furious.
Something like that. It's on YouTube. You can check it out. I mean, there was a group of us. We went during the daytime, actually. Yeah. But there was 30 cars. And we were racing. We were drag racing. You're drag racing on both lanes of a not one-way road.
Oh, okay.
And, the black mart's back there. If you go on a Sunday, there's no businesses that are open, so everybody's closed. Yeah. You still got the semi-traffic, so you got 2 guys waiting at the end to let you know, slow down.
You guys have walkie-talkies in that?
They went as far as the guys had CBs and stuff. There was one guy's car who was so loud he could only race when the train was coming through town.
Oh, geez.
Because the sheriff's department would be on him that. Because they knew, and they'd find it, because it was too loud for him to hide it.
Why would you have that?
Dude, because that was a fast car. I want to say it was, it wasn't an S2000. It was something else. It was old. I could picture it in my head, and I can't think of what the car is. But, dude still races that. I found him on Facebook the other day, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he still races that. But then I just realized I didn't want to be the car guy. You know what cops don't look at? Trucks. Cops don't bother trucks. You can lift it as high as you want. You can take it off the road, dude. That was our biggest thing. We ended up on accident. That's another story time. I'll have to show you the pictures of that one. It comes up on Facebook every now and again. 150 acres. We all end up driving 4 hours to Wausau. in a truck convoy, dude. It was crazy. 60 trucks behind us. We're just bombing up the freeway, and we're getting stupid because we're teenagers. But I had a flashing light on my truck and everything, bro. I stopped traffic so that we could all get off the road. We end up in a park in Wausau, and next thing you know, somebody volunteers their farm. So we end up at the farm. Well, it was the muddy season.
Oh, so you're just mudding the whole time.
Oh, man, we were just ripping holes. Guys are snapping trucks in half. It was crazy.
I have a friend that used to love mudding, that I worked with at Quad.
Dude, it was a safe, fun thing to do. Safe, I say loosely. I had another video to show you.
Safer than street racing.
Yeah, by far. Well, I hit a guy one time.
Mudding?
Yeah, I hit him. I was in four-wheel low. I was not paying attention. I was talking to my passenger, and she was talking to me, and I let off the brake, and not even just. But four-wheel low is geared real low like that, so you don't need a lot of torque to go. Dude was a dumb guy. He's still dumb. I love him to death, but he's dumb as a box of rocks. And he walks right in front of my truck. It's lifted. He's a tall guy, but he was lifted. So I just saw his head.
Yeah.
And he flew back. It was crazy. I didn't run him over or anything. Yeah. I hit him hard enough that he flew back. I couldn't have been doing more than 2 miles an hour.
Was he wearing a helmet?
Nah, he needed, that boy needed a helmet. That was for sure. But we'll have to do some story times over that stuff, because there was a guy, I ended up directing those guys in. Guy pulls up in an avalanche. He goes, that we had tore up the road. Guys had brought goosenecks, and they must have lived in the area, and they brought real mud trucks to mud. And there was deep pits, and people were wrestling in the mud and stuff. It was crazy. But they destroyed the road to get in off the road into the field. So this guy pulls up in, I kid you not, a 12-inch lifted Chevy Avalanche. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
With the back, it's got that weird black back to it. And I'm 44-inch mud tires, and he's driving this legally down the road, illegally technically down the road. And he's like, hey, how do I get in? I'm like, you're going to rip right down here. I was like, and when you get to the base, punch it, and you're going to pull up through the mud pit. And I was like, once you get to the other side, you can chill. And he's like, all right. He goes, how do I put my truck in four-wheel drive? I said, what do you mean, how do you put your truck in four-wheel drive? And they're all the same. Those 07 Chevys, they're all the same on the inside.
Okay.
So my 2000 was the same as his 2007. So I climb up on his thing, climb into the truck, and I switch his truck into four-wheel drive. And I was like, how do you not? He goes, I just bought this yesterday. And he's like, I have no idea. And I'm like, jeez. And then I get down and look, I'm like, all right, you got both drive shafts, so you're good. I was like, don't matter if you got four-wheel drive if you're missing one of the drive shafts, So it was, that was a good time. I mean, that's trucks. I just realized that trucks are for people who help people. Trucks are for people who give people.
Well, that's what everybody says. Once you get a truck, you'll be getting those phone calls to help people move. And I was like, I'm too old where I don't help people move anymore.
It might as well be a U-Haul to most people.
Yeah.
I mean, in the tools and stuff, I was able to carry all my tools, and I mean, you can pull trailers, and they're utilitarianly friendly. You should have something. Through my experience, you should have more than one vehicle. You should have one that you can beat the piss out of, and you should have something that you can use. Those are the two differences.
So do you beat up your wife's car?
No. I beat up my motorcycle instead.
Okay.
But once I bring my Torino home, then I'm hoping this summer I'm going to bring my Torino home.
Well, you'll clear out that garage once you finish that bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure you'll find something else to fill it up with.
No, you'll find something else to fill it up with.
Hey, at least I'm finding stuff.
I'm not complaining. It is what it is. My Torino's going to be buried behind appliances. I'm hoping to bring it home, and then because you can put in the back of a Torino, car seats.
This is true.
So 4 doors, well, 2 doors, but 4 seats. So
your daughter doesn't need a car seat, right? She's tall enough?
She needs a booster seat.
Oh, she does.
Technically, according to the law, she doesn't weigh enough.
Yeah, your son still definitely needs one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time. And I'm just like, it's got seatbelts, officer. It's got seatbelts. Because cars back then, I think 65 is when cars started with the seatbelts. I think it was either 55 or 65. Man.
When they had seatbelts, remember when they couldn't drink and drive anymore? Like it was in the 70s or 80s. You're gonna tell me I can't drink a beer on my way home from work anymore? Like those were crazy times.
Yep, dude, they had baby carriers that went in the windows back then.
I bet. Yeah.
But then babies were getting ejected during car accidents.
I mean, I remember when we drive around in high school, my friend had like a 65 Pontiac Catalina.
Oh.
Dude, I don't think they had seatbelts in the back.
Nope.
In the front, I think they had seatbelts.
Yeah, it was an option. That's why you could pay extra to get seatbelts.
And that car was awesome because that thing was all steel.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you
dude.
get in anything, somebody else is getting hurt.
Oh, yeah. I think my buddy's got a 75 Cadillac. Is it DeVille? No, Dorado? The big one.
Yeah,
the
I think
Bolt.
the Dorado, yeah.
The Bolt,
yeah,
dude.
okay.
Fills his garage from back to front.
Yeah.
With no space to walk between. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't...
You'll see that around here sometimes, too, I'm sure.
Yeah. I love those old cars. It was fun, and my friend had that, and he got it from his grandpa.
Yep.
That maintained it really well.
Yeah, I bought mine when I was like 20.
I don't know what cops think. Some high school kids driving around this nice classic car.
They won't give you a hard time, man. They won't give you a hard time. No,
it's more or less like nice car.
Yeah.
Until you open up the window. What's that, sir? It smells a little goofy in here.
Oh, man.
But, yeah. Well, all right. Well, this will conclude another episode of Suburban Sidekicks. Try out the Big Arch. Apparently, it's not that bad for a fast food burger. So, McDonald's, I guess you're up in your game. But don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next week.
Have a good night.